Listen, guys, it's basic common sense. Gambling is a 50-50 proposition. There's a winner, there's a loser. But anytime you can occasionally hedge the odds in your favor, you've got to take advantage of those spots. And at the end of Friday's video report, I hope to goodness you caught it, because once again, I talked about the importance of buying the half point in certain situations. Now, as I noted yesterday, as I've told you many, many times over the years, you do not buy the half point every single time out. To me, the only time you buy the half point, either up or down, depending on whether you're on the favorite or the underdog, is when the line crosses 3, 4, 7, sometimes 10. And I wanted to make that point yesterday, not only because of the free play involving Nevada and Air Force, which was a 3.5 point line with Nevada, but because of the other game with Syracuse and Louisville, also a 3.5 point line. You saw how that game ended last night. Louisville blows the 7-point lead after rallying. Game goes into overtime. Cincinnati throws the interception into overtime. Louisville takes the first possession of their own. They kick the field goal. Louisville wins the game, but fails to cover. But, and you knew there had to be a but coming here, right? You pushed if you got the play from me. You pushed if you got the play from Chris Jordan. You lost, however, if you got the play from Anthony Redd, Trace Adams, or Matt Rivers. Yesterday, jokingly, at the end of the video report, I told you, Trace Adams is a guy I have known for over 20 years. Great guy, very good handicapper. But the fact is, we could talk and argue until we're blue in the face, and he will never, ever, ever understand the importance of buying the half point. He just refuses to do so. I think, as I said yesterday, and I'm going to repeat today, I think he's effing crazy. Well, Matt Rivers is effing crazy, okay? But I think he's effing crazy in this particular spot. And listen, Anthony Redd is a professional gambler in Vegas. I can count on one hand, the number of times he has decided to buy a half point on a game, pro or college, basketball or football, in the 6 years that he has been here on the site. On one hand. He just doesn't do it that often. Now, that's not to say that these guys don't win, because the fact is they do win. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here at the site. But again, let me put it to you this way. And this is the best way, perhaps, I can get this across to you. Okay, what happens when you buy a half point? You buy a half point and you win, right? You buy the half point and it pays off and it gets you a winner. You buy the half point and, in last night's case with Louisville, for example, it gets you a push. You buy the half point and it has absolutely no bearing on the game because you're winning anyway. Or you buy the half point and you lose. Now, the first three are all positives. The last one is a negative. 3 out of 4 guys, that's a 75% percentage in our favor when it comes to hedging the odds. And some of you will say, oh, but Al, you know, I mean, hey, you're buying that half point. It's costing me extra money. Oh, please, go cry on somebody else's shoulder. Like I give a damn? Listen, what is the difference between buying that half point and spending 15 to 20 cents more on a dollar instead of laying 110? You're laying 125 to 130. What is the difference there? I mean, seriously, 15 to 20 cents more per dollar? $15 to $20 more per $100 you're wagering? Seriously? And here's the clincher. And this is the thing which I can never get a guy like Trace Adams or Matt Rivers and probably Anthony Redd if I got into it with him as well. Chris Jordan and I talk about this all the time. What is the difference? Because if you ever bet one time in your life a baseball favorite of $1.25 or $1.30 or more, it's no different than buying that half-point insurance. That's it. That's the bottom line. So again, listen, guys that buy half points on 7, 8, 9 games on a day, well, you're nuts because the VIGs are going to kill you. I'm not an action junkie. Guys that are action junkies, the more games you play, mathematically, the odds are stacked against you, the VIGs are going to kill you, and you're not going to have a winning day. If you have that one game you're going to pound, then go ahead and buy the goddamn half point. Don't be so stupid. So now you're saying to me, well, why don't you order these guys to have certain rules? I can't. I could. I run the company, but I won't and I can't. Because the fact is these guys are all independent contractors. The fact is I have one rule here probably for all of them. You know, they got to be on time. They can't have more than a 160 favorite in baseball. But other than that, That's basically the rules here for working for the company. They're their own individual beings. They've got to decide what they're going to do that's right or wrong. As I said, these guys will argue until they turn blue in the face that they're right and I'm wrong. But I'm telling you, the gambler out there, the guys that come to this site every day, listen to me. I am right. And I know it. I've been doing it for 25 years this way. And as long as you're not pounding 7, 8, 9 games a day and buying half points, foolishly, again, only when the lines cross 3, 4, 7, and sometimes 10, it will make you more money and save you more money over the long run. Okay, now let's get to the business at hand. This, of course, being Saturday, you know what that means. Every Saturday for the past year almost, I've given you a money-saving discount coupon code that could save you hundreds of dollars off your total purchase. That is coming up in a minute. Plus, I have 3 free picks I'm going to give you as well. Going to take a look at the Pac-12 game between Arizona State and UCLA. Going to take a look at the Mid-American Conference game. God, I've had a lot of MAC plays this year. What is wrong with me? Northern Illinois and Western Michigan. And I've got another free pick as well coming up in just a moment. That other free pick is going to be in your contest between Michigan State and Wisconsin. But first, let me quickly talk about who's hot and who's not. Now, listen, I just bashed Anthony Red. And did I really bash him? No. So, Anthony, don't text me. I'm going to sleep soon. Bottom line is this. Anthony lost that game last night by a half point, but hey, he had Detroit getting that half-point cover on Monday night. The odds and the breaks always even out over the long haul. And the fact is, Anthony has still been on a red-hot roll the past 2 weeks. In fact, today, he is going for football winner number 12 out of 15 overall. And it's his 75-dime college football winner number 3 in a row. It's on Texas A&M and Auburn. The first 2 75-dimers was Clemson's cover against Florida State in September and Duke's upset of Wake Forest. This play is almost as strong as his 80-dime NFL winners this past week on the Lions on Monday night and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Thursday. It's even stronger than his 50-dime winner on Arkansas State in the road upset and a double-digit blowout on the road, in fact, of UL Lafayette on Tuesday. So, still, football winner number 12 out of 15 going for Anthony Red. Chris Jordan today. Top-rated 1,000 star play. His biggest college football release, his one and only blowout of the year. He says this team wins by at least 3 touchdowns. Just as importantly, this also happens to be his top-rated 1,000 star winner, number 4 in a row. His most recent one, the Houston Texans blasting the Baltimore Ravens by 30 points this past Sunday. And it also happens to be football winner number 4 in a row since Sunday as well. So Chris Jordan, top-rated 1,000 star play. Shawn Michaels, biggest college play of the year. One and only 100-dime college teaser of the year. Now, some of you may think this is another sore subject for some of you. Some of you may not like playing teasers. Why? Teasers aren't parlays. If you find the right games and you have success playing teasers, why not play them? I've had it all my life. Shawn Michaels, every bit as strong. Today, Shawn is going for teaser winner number 25 out of 34. 25 out of 34 over the past 2.5 years. It's a 100-dime play, and this is the same 100-dime play that he's on a 22-7 run in the NFL over the past 4 years combined. And $10 bettors have won $7,470, $7,450 following his football advice over the past 3 years. Congratulations going out to Scott Delaney last night, cashing in with his 4th straight college football winner as he scored with Air Force as a 20-dime play. That after hitting Clemson a 20-dime play on Thursday night, 20-dime winner on Arkansas State on Tuesday night. Today, 3rd biggest release of the college football season, a 60-dime play on BYU and Georgia Tech. His 5th consecutive college football winner overall. Also, 2 more guys quickly to tell you about. Trace Adams, normally a 1,000 star play, is his top-rated selection today. Double your wager. Game of the year winner, number 4 out of 5. It's a 2,000 star play. 2,000 star double your wager game of the year winner, number 4 out of 5. 3-1 with those plays so far this season. And Jeff Benton today, 2nd biggest college football play of the season, a 75-dime play. It's a dog shocker on the afternoon card. His other two 75-dimers were the Bears over the Cowboys in that Monday night game. And remember, Denver and San Diego over the total. That was the charity play of the week, I think, 2 Mondays ago, in fact. That was a 75-dime play. This play is just as strong as those two back-to-back 75-dime winners. So there's the rundown of who's hot, who's not. Let me give you the money-saving discount coupon code today. Guys, this will save you 20% off your total purchase price. 20% off your total purchase price with this coupon code today. And because it looks like, unfortunately, that damn hurricane's going to batter parts of the East Coast and the northeastern part of the country, let's go with this coupon code today. STORM20. STORM20. STORM. And the number 20. STORM and the number 20. That will save you 20% off your total purchase price today. Now, those of you that are regulars, you know exactly what I'm going to say. For those of you that are newcomers to the site, let me just remind you, this is a mix and match coupon, okay? So, for example, let's say you wanted to get Chris Jordan's top-rated 1,000-star winner, his biggest play in college football this season, his 4th in a row. It's an $85 play. But you can use this coupon, guys, and save $17 right off the top. Or, for example, let's say you wanted to get Anthony Reds. Not only his play today, I've told you what he's done here the past 2 weeks, going 11-3 in football, college and pro combined. Let's say you wanted to make a long-term commitment with Anthony Redd. You could buy a 30-day package of his plays. Normally it costs $429, guys. This will save you almost $85 off the purchase of 30 days of action for Anthony Redd. The beauty of this coupon, it's mix and match. You can buy 3 handicappers plays just for Saturday. You can buy another handicappers package. You can buy the Insider Money Move service. Whatever you want to do, you can use this coupon because it's 20% off your total purchase. The only hitch is this. You got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time. You can't come by Chris Jordan's big play today at 1 o'clock and then 2 hours later come in and buy Shawn Michaels' big $100 teaser of the year play. Everything in your shopping cart at one time. Save 20% off that total purchase price. Once again, that coupon code is going to be STORM20. 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 No space between the word storm and the number 20. Let's get to your free picks, guys. First game I'm going to take a look at is going to be that contest between Arizona State and UCLA. Listen, we all saw what happened to Arizona State 2 Thursdays ago. Coming into that game, Arizona State was on a 5-0 run. I'm sorry, 5-1 this season, 5-0-1 against the spread, and Oregon just blew them out. I mean, the final score was 43-21. It was a bigger blowout than that final score would ever indicate. But this is still a good Arizona State team, and my money is on Todd Graham in his first year here with the Sun Devils. He's totally changed the mindset of this team, totally changed the philosophy of this program. He is going to have his guys ready for this game. And his added motivation, Sun Devils are in revenge. Because remember what happened last year? UCLA, an 8.5-point underdog, won at home last year 29-28 when the Bruins scored with 49 seconds left and Arizona State charged down the field, got themselves in the position to win the game, but they missed a 46-yard field goal as time expired. So I say Arizona State in revenge, added motivation, bounces back from the loss to Oregon with the win at home against a Bruins team that really has struggled here lately. I mean, they only managed to beat Utah last week at home 21-14. The week prior, they got hammered by a bad California team 43-17 in Berkeley. Home team has covered 5 straight in the series, so I'll go with Arizona State in the contest. Next game is going to be Wisconsin and Michigan State. This is another game just like the Arizona State contest. It goes at 3:30 Eastern time. Guys, Wisconsin's on a nice little roll here finally. You know, inconsistent quarterback play at the beginning of the season really screwed them up. But lately, it's been the ground game. Big surprise. It has really gotten the Badgers back on track. They're coming off a 38-13 home win over Minnesota. Before that, they won 38-14 in West Lafayette against Purdue. Before that, they won 31-14 at home against Illinois. Since the road loss at Nebraska to end September, they've won 3 straight games. They've scored over 31 points in all 3 of them. I just gave you the scores, and they've covered their last 4 overall. I think this is a very difficult spot for the Michigan State Spartans because of last week, of course, they had I think it was 4 straight years, they had beaten arch rival Michigan. They were playing in Ann Arbor. Last second field goal wins it for the Wolverines 12-10. So, prior to that game, Michigan State had lost 19-16 to a bad Iowa team. In fact, the Spartans have lost 3 of their last 4 games, and the only win in that stretch came against Indiana. What does that tell you? The Hoosiers suck. They're on a 1-5 ATS spread. Forget about what happened last year. Forget about what happened last year. Kirk Cousins throwing the Hail Mary pass from 42 yards out, give Michigan State the upset win on the final play of the game in the regular season meeting. Russell Wilson engineering the game-winning drive in the final minute of the Big Ten championship game for revenge for the Badgers, because Wilson and Cousins, they're in the NFL now. Two different teams. But the Badgers have the better team of what's left because they've got Monty Ball and Le'Veon Bell, I think is his first name, the two top running backs. Forget about the fact that the dog has covered the last 3 and 5 of the last 6 in the series. This Michigan State team is not that good. Go ahead and lay the points with Wisconsin. Homecoming. The home team has won 7 straight in the series, covering 5 of those 7 games. Wisconsin's on an 11-2 ATS run as a home favorite. And, of course, at home at Camp Randall Stadium, Badgers have only won 21 consecutive games. Hey, real quick, before I get to your final free pick, which is on your early game between Northern Illinois and Western Michigan, remember, guys, right now, you can enter the Fantasy Football League contest. $500 in total prizes. Free to enter this week. Top 20 finish in the money. $125 to the winner. Click on the ads here. It's run in conjunction with DraftStreet.com. Enter your team. Do it now. Be prepared, because you can always change your rosters up to 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday. Remember, with this contest, this is not like your father's football league contest or a fantasy league team or rotisserie league team where you have to wait till the end of the season. No, this contest is over after the Monday night game. So Tuesday, you're going to see the winners right here under the video as you normally do, and I'll be talking about them. Again, $500 in total prizes, $125 first prize, top 20 finish in the money, and it's free to enter. Okay, guys, I've been riding Northern Illinois all season, so why not ride the Huskies once more? They're a 7-point favorite at Western Michigan. Western Michigan coming off road losses to Kent State 41-24 and Ball State 30-24. Really disappointing effort last week against Kent State. I mean, they were up 24-17 in that game in the fourth quarter, but 6 turnovers in that game just ruined it for the Broncos. As for Western Michigan, remember, they also opened up Mid-American Conference play this year by losing to Toledo by 20 points at home as well. This is their only home game, meaning the Broncos, in a 5-game stretch. Problem for Western Michigan is their quarterback, Alex Carter, got hurt 5 weeks ago, and his replacement, well, he's gone 1-3 straight up and against the spread as a starter, and he's thrown 9 interceptions in those 4 games. Doubly difficult for Western Michigan, I think, to perform well today, because their other most dynamic offensive player, wide receiver Jamie Wilson, he is hurt, and he is expected to miss this game as well. Now, for Northern Illinois, they're coming off a, well, let's put it this way. They have won 7 consecutive games since opening the season with a 1-point loss to Iowa, 18-17. They're on a 9-2 ATS run. They won last year playing in DeKalb. They're home, 51-22. Western Michigan's already 0-4 against the spread as an underdog this season. You know, everybody thought that Northern Illinois would struggle moving the ball this year once Chandler Harnish graduated. But the fact is, Jordan Lynch has stepped in and done a great job. He's run for over 1,000 yards. He's also thrown 13 touchdown passes, and he's pretty accurate too, only 3 interceptions as well. You've got a Northern Illinois team that is second in the MAC in terms of scoring defense, giving up just 18.1 points per game, third in total defense in the MAC. Oh, and here's one for you. Northern Illinois, guys, of all the teams in football, you'll never believe this, Northern Illinois is ranked 5th in the country when it comes to red zone defense. Opponents are only converting on 59% of their opportunities. Who are they behind? Who's number 4? How about the Crimson Tide of Alabama? Oh, and FYI, in case you're on Jeopardy next week and Alex Trebek says, hey, who's number 1 in red zone defense this season coming into this weekend's game, guys? That would be the Ducks of Oregon at 52%. So that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Sunday when we do this once more.